Hi, it's Amy from Songs You Love Ukulele Lessons, and I'm on South Street today in Philadelphia, PA at BridgeSet Sound, and I'm going to interview Steve, who owns the store. Thank you, Steve.
Thank you.
So, what inspired you to first pick up the ukulele?
Actually, I never touched a ukulele or really knew anything about an ukulele until my wife and I were opening this music store here on South Street in Philadelphia. So we got a shipment of a couple in to try out, and upon unboxing the ukulele, my wife screamed and was thrilled and was like, "This is what I've been looking for." She took, as I did as well, classical guitar in college and plays, but not really, and just wanted something a little more accessible and easier to play for fun and as a hobby. So immediately she fell in love with it, and then I ran over and we started strumming together. And considering we own a music store, we're not that great musicians, either of us, so it was cool for both of us to all of a sudden be playing music together pretty much right out of the box with the little ukulele.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. And what are some suggestions you'd make for someone looking to buy their first ukulele?
The number one thing that we see, people will spend about $30 either at like a random CVS or Amazon and come in here once they get the ukulele and say it won't hold tune. And then the first thing is, okay, well, have you played it a while? Have you broken the strings in? And if the answer is yes, then it's for sure these are most likely plastic. And that's always an issue, as it never holds tune, even right out of the box. So this is essential. As we turn it here, you can see how it works. This is essential because it'll keep the strings in tune and hold them there. As you practice and as you play, if it's not in tune, it's going to sound very strange. And also, it'll be bad for your development as you get into identifying the notes and the chords and theory and ear training, things that you may not have even ever considered, but will it'll kind of just subliminally happen through playing this really accessible instrument. The other thing to look for if you are in person is to make sure that your bridge is in good shape. Make sure there's no warping or bubbling here of any wood, and that it's totally flush. If you start to see some glue or some separation, over time that will pull off and you will need a new ukulele. So you definitely want to make sure your bridge is intact and the tuners are not plastic. They are geared and look something like this, and that will ensure then that they tune properly and they hold tune. The plastic ones also, a lot of the cheaper models will see the 4 plastic pegs on the back. And if I pull on the string just to loosen it as if I'm stretching these out, that'll just go whoosh and come out of tune right there.
Okay.
So, yes, number 1 and number 2.
All right. And what are some, you would suggest this model to start with, maybe?
Oh, absolutely. This model is the Kala 15S. It's $54.99. And it's the best value buy that we found. It's been our top seller now for almost the full 2 years that we've been open, and it's also Kala's number 1 seller. So getting a mahogany wood-based ukulele at $55 that sounds good, this is definitely the best one that we've come across. And the reason that we almost exclusively carry Kala, because at these price points, the quality is just super consistent and the ukes sound really good. So with that being said, I'd strum it for you, but I just knocked it out of tune, which is the perfect segue into, I think, the only other really essential thing to get with your ukulele. You can get a wall mount, you can get a bag, you can get some books, but all of that is for naught if you are out of tune, as we were talking about earlier. So there are cell phone apps, there's all kinds of things, but we highly recommend an actual clip-on tuner. It's just going to be a little more accurate. You will not be distracted by your phone, or maybe if the phone is just working with sound and there's other sounds going on, it could affect it. So this particular tuner is a Kala tuner as well. that has a guitar, bass, violin, ukulele, and chromatic setting. If you already have a tuner at home, even if it doesn't have an ukulele setting on it, if it has a chromatic setting on it, you'll also be able to use that because the strings are G, C, E, A. So counting properly 1, 2, 3, 4, A, E, C, and G. We're using our clip-on tuner here, and this string's in great shape. So that's green, the arrows and the lines in the middle with the arrow there. However, if it was not in tune, say like this, we're a little bit flat. So now it's showing we need to tighten it up, that we're nowhere near here. So as I tighten it, we get close and now we're green. And this tuner in the ukulele setting is set so that it shows a 1 next to the A. Your first string is the A. There's a 2 next to the E. The 3 next to the C, and let's now go sharp. If our G is too sharp now, it's actually showing A, so we want to back it down to G, and there we are. So those are the 4 most common chords, or at least the 4 starting chords, is your C, A minor, F, and G. So you get a great sounding ukulele for $55, and this guy could last you your entire life. What often happens too is people come in, pick up a soprano, and play it for a while, fall in love with it, and then come back, and then either want a concert or a tenor. And the main difference between them is size, and then of course the size of the body, how much volume comes out of it, and then comfort. The soprano is to be played traditionally up here. The concert, you can kind of back down a little bit as the neck gets longer. And then we actually have a fancy 8-string tenor here. So this is the biggest of the ukuleles. This is a tenor. So to show them side by side, we have the difference of that with the concert would be right in the middle. And for fun, I'll play the same 4 chords on this 8-string, as it has a really cool sound. I need to take more lessons.
Alright, thanks so much, Steve. And if you need a ukulele, you can go to BridgeSetSound.com and pick out a ukulele.
And thanks for having me. And my email address will be on the screen. You can email me directly if you have any questions at steve@bridgesetsound.com. And you can browse our selection of everything at bridgesetsound.com.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time, and you can check out more videos at songsyouloveul.com. Bye!